It's a beautiful-ish day. I mean, it's cloudy. It's not too cold. You keep complaining about the cold, but you've got coffee now, because this commentary today is sponsored by, not this brand of coffee, but Anna Jessup, lovely human being, bring us coffee. She's tired of hearing Mo incessantly whine about how cold and decaffeinated he is.
I have definitely been incessantly whining about how cold and decaffeinated I am.
This game, big deal. I think it's going to be a big match. East v West, as we've said. Valhalla, the community team hailing from Toronto, totally not biased, versus the Western Regional champs, UBC. So I'm not sure. We'll see if they've got a home team advantage or what Valhalla can do here against UBC. Both teams play a very different style. As you saw UBC earlier in the day, a bit more of a slow game, not quite as explosive as the last game we saw with Edmonton and Guelph.
Absolutely.
Valhalla, much similar to that. So we'll see how that pans out with these differing play styles.
For sure. My name is Mo Waja.
And I'm Suraj Singh. Brooms Up is about to happen.
Yep.
Whoa, we just stepped on each other.
Wow. A little bit.
It's like we never practiced. Brooms are down. Teams are lined up. Head ref in the middle, about to make the call.
All right, both teams seems about ready. From what we've seen so far, I mean, I feel like Valhalla has a size advantage here, but at the same time, from what we've been seeing from UBC, their defense is on lock. The entire first game we saw in them, their ability to stop hard drives was powerful.
Here comes Brooms Up. UBC with possession of the ball there. Quick beats. Send the ball back. Here is Valhalla keeper Andrew Custers.
Valhalla keeper Andrew Custers, number 18.
Sasquatch is the jersey.
Because he's sassy.
Hopping down the field. Here he comes. Jukes past the keeper. Gets the shot. It's just a little bit. Oh, no.
Oh, it's called good. It's called good. Right off the bat, he goes in.
I believe the goal is called good. The head ref here having some words with a beater.
But yeah, he runned in. There was a bit of a scrum for the quaffle near center pitch.
The keeper here taking a sub headband.
Sub headband.
His headband, point is good. His headband needed a sub.
Point is good. No penalty. That's first blood to Valhalla. The score is 10-0. Valhalla to UBC. Andrew Custers, number 18 on Valhalla with a hard dunk right off the bat. Now we have a pass back by the UBC Chaser. UBC Chaser, number 88 with
Valhalla
the ball.
Valhalla playing very high with their defense. 2-point Chasers up. Trying to keeping UBC at their own line. 21 gold star. Oh, ballbuster this year. Jillian Burrell sent back. Beat it away.
And UBC's Chaser seems to be struggling to make it past half. They have people there, and they're working to keep them back in their zone. He's looking for a lane, but the lane doesn't appear to be there, except for now. Driving up along the wing, pass across behind the hoops.
Is
the UBC Chaser.
Number 88, here they go. Nice fake, but it's swatted away. Dived upon by Christos Caldas here. And here's the keeper smothering the ball. Keeper possession in their own zone. Throwing their bodies on the ball. Throwing their bodies on the field. And limping off.
That's a sub for both. Devin Dutt playing beater for Valhalla and keeper Andrew Custers, number 18 on Valhalla.
Fresh legs on Valhalla on both the beater and chaser sides. Same can be said here of UBC. Here comes Valhalla charging down the line through the back. Goal ref calls it good.
That's another goal for Valhalla Quidditch.
Valhalla will want to take the lead early, get out there, get the momentum on their side. That was number 3, Mr. TTC.
Similarly to what we saw in the last game with hard drives from Edmonton right off the bat, racking up the point score against Guelph, we see Valhalla running a similar tactic here against UBC. UBC alternatively is slowing the game down, passing it back, looking to get in position and set up, using their beaters as protection before they either make the drive or pass along the back.
Again, here's Valhalla pushing number 9 Cameron Cutler in his own zone. The beater wards off away the point defense.
UBC is playing a much slower game here. They're using their beaters to screen their plays as they slowly walk the ball up. Looking for a lane. The throw is made. He passes behind the hoops. It is retained by quaffle carrier number 18. Pass to number 33, keeper. But it is dropped and possession transfers to Valhalla. Valhalla, keeper number 1. Valhalla, keeper number 1. Passed across to Mr. TTC, Corey Smithson on Valhalla. However, it appears that he was beat before the goal.
It seems that is the call.
Yeah, he was beat. All right, UBC, once again, they've formed up. UBC's formed up. Easy handoff of the quaffle. They seem to be discussing, deliberating, looking at a different tactic this time. Once again, using their beaters to set a screen, pushing back the point chasers with their beaters.
Nice beat there from Cyborg. Aaron McCray, number 6, causing chaos on the pitch.
Attempted goal, and however, it does not connect. It is no good. Quaffle is retained by UBC, now held by UBC Chaser number 1. UBC Chaser number 1 looking for an opportunity.
And he passes back number 9, Cameron Cutler. That was a 1v1 there, on jerseys at least.
All right, they're slowly moving it up again. Once again, you have beater number 19 holding the bludger high, threatening the lead chaser, trying to clear a lane for chaser number 9. He sees the lane, he passes back behind the hoops. Unfortunately,
UBC here with the kick. That's probably going to be a card for a reckless kick.
Well, the ball was fumbled. He passed across to chaser number 1. The ball was fumbled, and it was immediately moved on by chaser 42, Devin Tutt on Valhalla. And as he moved on it, that kick could be considered dangerous play or reckless play.
If the player is reaching for it and the hand is nearby, then that's reckless. It's a dangerous card. So
and it looks like a card is being shown.
Reckless play here for UBC. They'll be playing one chaser down. The kick was just a little late. So the ball will be in possession of Valhalla.
And that's chaser 42, Valhalla. Devin Tutt driving hard right down the center. They're forming up, attempting to stop him.
Goes through his former Team Canada teammate, number 9.
And the goal is good. The score is now 20 to 0 for Valhalla.
30 to 0.
30 to 0 for Valhalla.
UBC looking to make some changes here. Again, playing the similar play, following behind their beaters, sending one chaser back behind the hoops, the roamer, or as the Europeans would say, the troll.
The troll.
Here comes number 1.
Oh, that was a nice goal. Chaser number 1 tossed it up. Quick hops, good hops from keeper number 33 on UBC, catching it two-handed and dropping it right through that hoops. That puts UBC on the board 10 to 30. But now, keeper number 24, Etana Crow, is driving right down the center.
He attempted the twinkle toes, tried to get past them, tackled and taken down. Lovely bit of play from Alex Scherger, beater for Valhalla. Headband is covering his eyes. He's on the ground, still manages to catch an attempted beat, throw it right back at the UBC beater in the face, and then beat the player who was holding him to the ground.
But UBC is back in it now. They are right back in it. They came up. They took the opportunity. There was a breakdown in Valhalla's defense. They passed it across. And with a quick dodge and an unfortunate miss of a beat by the Valhalla beater, Sarah Bassiano, they're back in it. They were able to score that goal.
Here comes number 10 for Valhalla. Puts it through the hoops after some lovely beating play, opening up a lane.
I mean, Valhalla immediately responds. That's number 10, Lyndon Evers on Valhalla with the immediate response to that goal, putting the score now at 40-20 to Valhalla.
Here comes UBC again.
I mean, this is looking to be something a little bit different from everything we've seen so far. This is a much faster scoring game than we've seen, to date.
Than I've seen on this pitch today, yeah. Interesting matchup of play styles here. You can see the explosive speed and ferocity used by Valhalla, playing a hard-hitting game, playing a fast-hitting game. UBC always takes the time until they get behind the hoops, and then like a cobra coiled, ready to strike from the hack of the neck.
All right, a bit of a scrum for the quaffle in the back behind the Valhalla hoops.
Valhalla here. UBC handing the ball off there.
Valhalla keeper in possession of the quaffle. He's waiting for his squad to form up around him.
Number 89, the beater, Piotr here, with an interesting piece of equipment attached to his shorts. I don't think I've seen that before. It looks a little dangerous to me.
I mean, one could easily trip. It could be dislodged.
Big beats from UBC, sending both Valhalla beaters packing. Stoppage of play here.
I mean, it's
It
always
looks like
interesting.
keeper Tanacro is being sent to the box. Speaking captain number 42, the Hound, Devin Dutt. Just trying to figure out what's going on here.
A lot of frustration coming from keeper number 24, Itana Crow, as he subs off the field, bringing back on keeper number 18, Andrew Custers.
I don't know, that's a penalty. He's subbing off and getting the other keeper there. He's coming off and getting a keeper sub.
All right. We're about ready to get going. We have chaser number 1 on UBC with the Quaffle and Michael Howard, newly named
head coach of Team Canada. Let's see what he can do
up.
here. He's ready.
Play seems just about ready to begin. He's getting ready. They're getting ready.
Ready to lay the hit on.
Chaser number 1 pushing up through Valhalla. Pushing up towards the hoop, but he's taken down by keeper 18, Andrew Custer. The Quaffle is loose on the ground, picked up by chaser number 9 on UBC, wrapped up by number 67, Michael Howard, but still pushing forward. The UBC beaters are all up in the Valhalla zone. That's a double whistle.
It's a double whistle here from the head ref. I believe there's no call here being made. I'm not sure.
Now we see the use for that strange piece of equipment that number 89, Pio Makuch, is using. It's an opportunity to wipe your face, prepare yourself for the next match. I mean, it's a risky play.
It's almost like they're bringing back capes.
Almost. Side capes.
It's a side cape. I remember when capes were a piece of equipment people used in the sport.
Oh, that's a pass across to number 9, chaser on UBC, but unfortunately it had a little bit too much Irish on it, sailed right over the top of the hoops.
In the words of our good friend Towley, that shot was a little bit high. Here comes the keeper for Valhalla, jogging down the field, out for an evening stroll. Here comes the beaters, figuring out where they're going. A 2-on-1 situation here.
Attempted pass behind the hoops, intercepted by the UBC keeper. UBC keeper charging up the field, moves around keeper number 18.
Wrapped up by 10, Lyndon Evers.
Oh! Wow, I think Team Canada might have just lost their head coach to some broken ankles right there.
We'll need a head coach sub.
All right, but Valhalla's looking to respond.
Fresh legs on the field here. Number 3, Corey Smithson, out on the wings. He gets beat. And UBC picks up the Quaffle, looking for the move here.
Possession retained by number 23, UBC. Passes across down to number 1. Number 1 looking for an opening. Casually spins of an attempted tackle by Katie Brown, number 17 on Valhalla.
Lil Moose playing chaser now. Formerly a beater, played for Team Canada as a beater. We're seeing her here with the white headband.
Number 23, chaser moving up the pitch. Pass across behind.
Lovely.
Oh, easy toss and just pops it right in.
It's all squared up, 40 apiece here.
How that turned around. That turned around fast. I mean, we went from a world where Valhalla was running up the score heavily right at the beginning to now they're matched right up. I mean, UBC took a couple of minutes. It took them a little bit of time to sort out how to defend against the hard drives that Valhalla was bringing. But we've seen them adapt. Once again, adapt to the style of play.
UBC coach on the pitch, throwing waters. Valhalla also throwing water. Important to stay hydrated at a moment like this. Quick stop and break. You see the line on the pitch there. Everyone's staying hydrated while the refs are deliberating right here. I know it's definitely a quick turnover here.
Absolutely.
UBC, props to them. They're being able to adapt, changing their play style here. We saw them slow balling last time, marching their way up the pitch, following the one beater. Now they're making more use of that player around the hoops, getting more passes in, and not relying just on the drives.
I mean, they have to, though, in this one. I mean, Valhalla's defense is strong, and that's what they're going to have to do if they want to bring this back and then exceed Valhalla going forward.
Let's see what they do and the next play. So brooms are under the players' feet.
Players seem to be about ready to remount. Speaking captain number 42, Devin Dutt, is having a conversation with the head ref.
He's having some speakings.
Seems like a yellow card is being issued to Valhalla.
It looks like
that's beater number 6 on Valhalla.
Aaron McCready.
Something to do with tackling, it appears.
Maybe she's just hugging the head ref, just happy to see her.
Maybe she needed a break and is thankful. Maybe she just wanted to hang out with us.
Maybe.
All right, so that's a yellow card issued
for
to beater number 6, Aaron McCready on Valhalla. All right, and we're back. Quaffle retained by keeper 18, Andrew Custers. He's looking for a sub, passes it to chaser number 3, Corey Smithson on Valhalla. Slowly moving it up.
It looks like they've almost changed play styles here. Valhalla now playing slow, waiting for the moment. Waits for that beat. UBC actually made that beat and gives Valhalla the time to move. The pass, though, is long as Katie Brown was beat, sent packing home. Not all the way home. She's still here in Victoria. UBC now with a ball.
The throw was, there's a question of whether or not it was a goal. The goal is called no good. Possession is, oh wait, now they're having a discussion on it. As it stands, it appears that the goal was so far called no good. UBC is in possession of the quaffle, but that could change.
We'll see how this shakes out. Another stoppage of play here. Speaking Captain Devin Dutt getting a workout, walking off the bench all this. I mean, not that he's not doing his part on the pitch. 9:51. Players remounting their positions. He's saying, stay ready.
9:51.
9:51 of game time has elapsed.
The goal, it is called a good goal. That is a goal to Valhalla. The score is now 50 to 40
in favor of the Vikings from the east.
A hard throw by number 3, chaser number 3, Corey Smithson, through the hoops, taking Valhalla one goal ahead. And now we have the keeper on UBC pushing up behind his beater, waiting for them to make a play. Nice beat by the beater on UBC, allowing the lane for that keeper number 3 on UBC to drive through and pop it through the hoop. This is the second or third time we've seen those hard shots from the beaters to the ankles of the Valhalla beaters.
Valhalla now,
lane.
Their beaters at full strength now. UBC able to take advantage of Valhalla playing one beater down. A beater penalty is always a real rough penalty to kill because, you know, you're always at a disadvantage when you're one beater alone by yourself. You can get double teamed so much more easily. Here comes Valhalla from behind the hoops. The shot is good. Number 3, Corey.
I mean, he has a way with that ball. I mean, he's going around the back, and it's that low, hard blast of a shot that goes right through the far left hoop each time. Players are remounting. The score is now 60 to 50 in favor of Valhalla. UBC, keeper number 33 in possession of the quaffle, passes back to UBC Chaser.
It's looking like it's going to be a tight game. Definitely looks like it's going to be one of those swim, snitch when it matters kind of games when that's coming out in a couple of more minutes.
Secret play is absolutely going to be critical here. From what we're seeing so far, unless something drastically changes.
Big handoff there. Nice way around the hoops. Swats it in. Number 33.
Chaser number 1 took the quaffle, went around the side, tossed it straight through, and was blocked.
All tied up. Here comes number 3. Big hit from 33, the keeper there.
Hands it off to the Valhalla keeper number 1, who's trying to one-man army through it. He's still going. He's still in possession. Pushes it. Goal is no good. Stopped by the UBC players.
However,
but picked up again by chaser number 3, Corey Smithson on Valhalla, who tosses it up and through the center hoop. Wow. That was intense.
Fantastic passing there from behind the hoops. Great recovery on Valhalla. Resident Viking, Spencer Van Milligan. Viking by jersey name, Viking in nature.
Viking by trade.
Viking by trade.
Viking by beard.
Pushes through the defense, is eventually taken down, but the ball is picked up. Fantastic play by all the chasers there, passing it and getting a goal.
I mean, we're seeing a little deliberation from the refs, but so far this game has been unique of what we've seen so far, in that it's all back and forth. There is no one team that is fundamentally setting the pace of play here. Each of the teams has not only identified their own advantage, but found the weak points in the other. That's what's keeping this game so very, very close.
Both teams very adaptable, good leadership on both teams, fantastic coaching styles here. You can see them adapting. Let's see what happens on the next move.
Yeah, no yanking, yeah.
Little bit of deliberation, but the players are remounting. Quaffle possession is given to keeper number 33 on UBC. They're forming up. They're getting ready A little wave from chaser number 3, Corey Smithson over there. Little cheeky wave.
He's nothing if not cheeky. Here comes Austin Wallace down the pitch.
UBC seems to have fallen back on moving it slowly, passes it across to chaser number 9, jogging back and forth along the half, looking for the opportunity. They're once again relying on their beaters to move up and clear a lane, something that has been effective so far.
Here comes the Valhalla beaters trying to stop this. Sebastiano, stiff arm, pushing away this tackle. The UBC team chased all the way back into their keeper zone.
Oh, and they respond. Number 76 driving up. He draws the beater all the way down. He's getting their pass across to number 9. There are no beaters on Valhalla's side ready to take this. And that's a goal. I mean, what did we see just there? We saw an opportunity where UBC recognized that they did not have the ability to put it in right when they were in Valhalla's end. So they reset. And that's the mark of a very strong team that knows when you can't just keep pushing towards the hoop, but you need to reset that ball. And because of that, they were able to draw Valhalla's beaters down into their end, all the way to bring them out of play completely and respond.
On ball now, Jonathan Gola. Let's see if this can change plays. They haven't utilized him as well as they could have this game so far. Widely underutilized is John Gola. Playing chaser now. See, just his presence on the pitch gives Devon Dutt the opportunity to score.
I mean, it's fantastic, right? You know, I mean, I don't know about you, but I've been wondering all year about this. It seems such a strange tactic to have such a valuable player on your team and not put him out there more often.
I know. Wildly underutilized.
Wildly.
I mean, the man is like at least 10 feet tall.
20 even on a good day.
Depending on the weather. If it's not too cold.
To be fair, he does get the weather before the rest of us.
There's a card here being shown.
And we have claps. We have claps from the Valhalla sidelines as the blue card is being shown.
A blue card for delay of game.
I believe I heard delay of game, right? Delay of game. So a really nice goal there from number 42, Devon Dutt. But the thing is, that hasn't fundamentally changed where we're at in terms of score right now. The score is 80-70 to Valhalla. This is still very much a back-and-forth game.
13:40. We're sitting at about 13 minutes. 14 minutes, 13:40 here of game time. That means the snitch is imminent.
Imminent.
Beaters.
Double beat there. Number 24 keeper, Itanakro, driving right up the center, pass it around behind the hoops, pass across to go. Oh, utilizing him to perfection to score another goal.
Gola.
Gola.
Here comes the drive.
Immediate response by number 9.
Unfortunately, unable to make that goal, slams the broom down in frustration, jogs back to his bench. Well, back to his hoops. Valhalla captain, Atana Twinkle Toes Crow.
All right, Quaffle is in the possession of Atana Crow, keeper number 24 on Valhalla Quidditch.
Looks left, looks right, jukes past former Team Canada teammate Austin Wallace.
Oh, what an easy pop right through the center hoop. I mean, breaking ankles just like he breaks hearts. Itana Crow, keeper number 24 on Valhalla.
Making it look easy. 100-70. Valhalla now slowly starting to pull away, slowly trying to get this game out of snitch range, but it's still anybody's game at this point.
I mean, I'll be honest, I do believe this is going to come down to the snitch catch. These teams have such fundamentally different playing styles, but they seem to connect well in that neither seems to be able to grab a distinct advantage.
I know, it's great to see these teams try to adapt to each other's play styles, mixing, matching. Big swing there from number 42.
Quaffle now in possession of Jonathan Gola on Valhalla. He's driving up. Oh, and right into the far right hoop. I mean, he's hard to stop.
A man that tall. I'm pretty sure, actually, Jonathan Gola is made up of 2 other chasers, just standing on each other's shoulders wearing a trench coat.
I mean, I would believe it. I would believe it.
Was 33 just in the box there?
We see the Seekers beginning to get ready. Seekers are beginning to get ready.
Goal is good. There's a stoppage here. There's no penalty on the stoppage. I believe it's just an injury stoppage. The goal is being called good for Valhalla.
That puts the score at 110-70, which means that for now, Valhalla has managed to pull themselves out of snitch range. Now this is significant because the snitch is going to be on very, very soon. And when it does, if they are still out of snitch range, I mean, Valhalla will want to capture the snitch very, very quickly.
Still plenty of time here, though, for UBC.
UBC is more than in it. They are more than in it right now. UBC keeper in possession of the quaffle. Slowly making his way up, waiting for the beater play. Keeper number 9,
Nice
Duke
fake.
Scola passes it across. Caught by player number 70, who attempts a dunk, but the goal is no good. Now in possession of chaser Devin Dutt, 42 on Valhalla.
Long
Pass
ball,
across center.
hospital pass to Gola. Lines him right up for that beater.
What's a hospital pass?
He just laid him out.
That's true.
UBC answering. It looks like I saw a goal being called and now a stoppage of play also.
There was definitely a double whistle there.
16 minutes have elapsed, meaning the snitch is inching ever closer.
Are you going to give me a technical?
Imminent.
It's in. It's in? Like being sent in. I'm not going to give you anything.
All right, little bit of deliberation on the pitch. Some players have dismounted their brooms.
We're seeing lots of stoppages here today as the refs deliberate calls. Again, a very difficult game to ref, which is why I just stand here with a microphone and make terrible jokes.
I mean, I make good jokes, but jokes nonetheless. I mean, this is a significant moment, right? Right now, we've seen a lot of back and forth between these two teams. We've seen a lot of opportunities for one to pull ahead, and right now, Valhalla has somewhat managed that. The question is, are they going to be able to retain that momentum? So far, UBC's been able to shut down the drives very, very well. But now, with the snitch coming on, I mean, it's anyone's game.
Anyone's game. The players
are remounting.
Players are not remounting. I believe someone has called a timeout.
Oh. Okay. I mean, if there was ever a time to call a timeout, now would be that time.
Both teams huddling up here, figuring out exactly what to do. This game is anyone's game right now. It's a clutch play.
Absolutely.
I was just checking out the huddles there. Score stands currently at 80-110, I believe. Anyone's game right now. Snitch is about to come on play. We're at about 16 minutes of game time. So Valhalla here just eking out a lead, wanting to stay there.
And they eked it out at the right time. I mean, fun fact, in axe throwing, a clutch is this little circle that if you're tied up, you have to hit with the axe in order to win the game. And I feel like that reference is significant because right now, even though the score sits in a position where Valhalla seems to have the advantage, we've seen it turn around in a second in games before, and we've seen UBC pick it right up off the beginning in this game itself right now.
This game is still, and as we see, it's going to come down to Seekers. When the Seekers come on pitch, it's going to be intense. We're going to see both of these teams switch up the way they're playing. The beaters will be drawn to the Seeker play, obviously, because you will want to end the game on your own terms. Both teams here have great Seekers. UBC with Austin Wallace in their back pocket, a Team Canada Seeker.
That's very true. That's very true.
Valhalla also known for their seeking. Corey Smithson, we've seen him on pitch with the quaffle, strong quaffle player. He's got the yellow headband on. I see he's ready for this. So
hey man, it's going to be a good one.
Both teams getting ready for it right now as well. Let's see how
this is the moment. East versus West.
So, players remounting their brooms, getting back into position.
I feel like one of the things that's going to become really important here is beater play because both teams have used their beaters very, very effectively to create plays, to draw out the opponent's beaters, and now they're going to have to redistribute.
Valhalla making some quick subs, changing their lines up a little bit right now.
I mean, if Valhalla wants to feel secure or safe in their lead, they're going to have to put up another couple of points.
Here the Seekers come now, handshakes, blocking the camera view because they're rude. No, I'm just kidding. I love you both.
Alrighty, now Quaffle is in the possession of UBC. UBC with the Quaffle, forming up their line, positioning behind their beater. Pass it to chaser number 15 on UBC as they slowly make their way up. They're looking for their opening, as usual, waiting for the beaters to create a play for them. Beating out number 67 chaser, Michael Howard. Pass across 74.
Quick beat there from number 8, sending away
But it's
one chaser. Here
picked
comes
up by chaser number 10, Lyndon Evers, who's driving forward,
On
driving
his
to the
own.
hoops. Oh, and that's a goal! He picks up the dropped pass by UBC, takes that quaffle, and just drives straight up the win. No hesitation.
120 to 80 is the score here.
All right, the snitch is on the pitch, which means that the time is now. The release of the Seekers is imminent.
Word of the game.
Word of the game, imminent.
Snitch just went on. It's like 10 seconds out.
This is going to be an interesting one.
Hey,
We've got a Team Canada level Seeker here, and then we've got Corey.
hey, be patient.
Here comes UBC on the attack here. Number 1, chased back to the halfway line by beater Aaron McCready.
Quick reset, but passing across the
Big hit here from Yara, number 22.
That's a goal. Once again, we see a world where
I don't know that was a goal. The goal ref is signaled the goal. The head ref is not called a goal.
Really?
And now there's a stoppage of play here.
Okay.
10 seconds left.
I mean, we had some conflicting reports from our refs, so. I mean, but once again, though, we did see that same reset and then react to great effect. By resetting the ball and drawing out Aaron McCready, beater on Valhalla, into there, and he was able to do a nice long pass and get it back in the game behind the beaters. And that is what, I mean, at least led them to get close.
A goal here would be game-changing. I mean, the game is going back and forth right now. But this goal, if it is good here for UBC, means it's anybody's game on the snitch bowl.
Absolutely.
Not a defensive game. If not, we'll see some defensive play at least off the top.
This, in a very real way, is one of those pivotal moments, right? Because each game we've seen so far, there's been a team that's been up and a team that's been holding them back, preventing their Seeker from catching the snitch. And we're very close to seeing that here as well. But in the event that they scored that goal, if that goal was good, then they're not really on the defensive anymore.
Right now we're up 40.
Currently Valhalla up 40. Again, the snitch worth 30 points.
Still a bit more deliberation occurring in terms of the validity of that goal. Speaking captain, number 42, Devin Dutt on Valhalla, sauntering frustratedly back to his bench.
I think that's just his face.
That's very possible.
It's just he just has resting frustrated face. You should have seen him galloping when we went for a team hike the other day.
Okay,
Bounding
so
like
Quaffle is in possession
here
of. Oh, and the
sneakers are released.
The sneakers are released.
Austin Wells, number 76 here, shaking that booty, playing some defense, trying to get in the way of Corey Smithson. He's beat, though, giving Corey some one-on-one alone time. He's also sent.
Well, very, very brief one-on-one alone time before he's sent back. And in the meantime, Christos Caldas, number 32, chaser on Valhalla, attempts to dunk. The goal appears to be no good.
Valhalla still here, up 40. UBC wants this goal.
All right, Quaffle in possession of the UBC chaser. UBC chaser pass to keeper number 3. Keeper number 3 driving up the wing, looking for an opportunity, escaping. Oh, a self-beat as Valhalla beats their own player.
There's
and
a
that's
goal.
a goal.
That's
game-changing.
If UBC pulls here, they can go for overtime.
And that might have been it. That might be it right there.
The snitch ref here.
Bit of a conversation with the refs.
Again, that was that quick turn. With that goal, this pull would put the game into overtime.
I mean, everything in this game, everything in this matchup happens fast, right? We saw that turnover. We saw their keeper number 3 on UBC drive around the side and pop that ball in at just the right moment for Seeker number 76 on UBC. Austin Wallace to dive around back and attempt to grab, but
the catch is waved no good. Catch is called no good, I believe. It looks like the catch is no good. Catch is no good. The snitch is still on pitch with tail intact.
That said, this is still a game-changing moment for UBC. They can bring it into overtime with that snitch catch.
That means it's you can see the beaters here for Valhalla. Both beaters hovering around the snitch.
They've completely formed up around the snitch. They're allowing the chasers to defend and attempt the attack on their own Quaffle, while they, on the other hand...
UBC beater bringing down Aaron McCready. She still maintains possession of the ball, sends him back with a nice quick beat to the face. Here
In the
comes
meantime,
UBC.
Quaffle in possession of chaser number 1 on UBC. Pushed back by keeper 24, Atana Crow. Driving him back into his zone. He's looking for an opportunity to go around the wing. Opportunity does not appear to be there.
Austin Wallace on the other end of the pitch, just tickling the tail. Had his hand on it. Unfortunately, was not able to gain possession.
All right, the Quaffle is still at half. Passes across over, but is stopped by Katie Brown, chaser number 17. Oh, Quaffle in possession of keeper 24, Atana Crow, who pops it in.
It calls for a sub. He looks tired.
He's done his job. Oh,
It looks like
potential catch.
Corey has the tail in hand, is holding it triumphantly, not letting it go, not giving it back to the ref. He says, this tail is mine.
He's going to put it on his shelf at home.
I think he'll have to return it. I'm not sure how much equipment we have here. It's a volunteer-run sport.
And refs are deliberating.
Refs are deliberating here. This has been a hard-fought game here.
I mean, this is easily one of the most hard-fought we've seen so far today.
For sure. Definitely, at least on day one, we're going to see more games like this as the tournament progresses.
Absolutely.
The deliberation here still happening. I like that Corey didn't let go of the tail. Like that's confidence.
That's game.
That's game.
That's game. That goes to Valhalla Quidditch, and you can see them rushing their seeker, getting ready to congratulate him for a hard-fought and hard-won game. I mean, that was intense.
That was intense. 160-90, the final score. Again, that's with the snitch catch. This was anybody's game.
Absolutely.
This game went back and forth. It started off looking like it was Valhalla's game. UBC slow-balling it, not knowing how to get through. And then UBC quickly turned the tables. They adapted. They adjusted. And they broke through that defense.
This was prime-time Quidditch right there. Because in this one, there was no clear leader. Like there are games you can go and be like, oh, yeah, that team will take it. You have your own predictions. But there wasn't one here. These are teams that have not faced off against each other. These are teams that are at the top of their leagues. I mean, UBC, didn't they?
UBC,
they
Western
won.
Regional
They won
champions.
Western Regionals, and they're facing off against a skilled and experienced Eastern team that has a draw of experienced players. But in the end, they held their own, and it was only right at the end when things got really heated that with a quick goal and a quick catch, it was still anyone's game.
It was anyone's game. That was a fantastic game. I'm pumped. That was a good game to watch. And I mean, I'm not just pumped because of my hat and the team that won. What? But that was excellent Quidditch.
100%.
I'm excited to see some more Quidditch.
My name is Mo Waja.
And I'm Suraj Singh.
You stay classy, Quidditch Nationals.
You almost said Eastern Region.
I almost said